Sitting there in your dress, right?
It's great here because this is coming out.
Come apace, good Audrey. I will fetch up your goats, Audrey. And how, Audrey? Am I the man yet? Doth my simple feature content you?
Your features? Lord warrant us, what features?
I am here with thee and thy goats, as the most capricious poet honest Ovid was among the Goths.
O knowledge ill inhabited, worse than Jove in a thatched house.
When a man's verses cannot be understood, it strikes a man more dead than a great reckoning in a little room. Truly, I would the gods had made thee poetical.
I do not know what poetical is. Is it honest in word and deed? Is it a true thing?
No, truly. For the truest poetry is the most feigning. And lovers are given to poetry, and what they swear in poetry as lovers they do feign.
Do you wish that the gods had made me poetical?
Ah, I do, truly. For thou swearest to me thou art honest. Now, if thou wert a poet, I might have some hope thou didst feign.
Would you not have me honest?
No, truly. Ah, unless thou wert hard-favoured. For honesty coupled to beauty were to have honey as sauce to sugar.
A material fool.
Well, I am not fair. Therefore I pray the gods make me honest.
Truly, to cast away honesty upon a foul slut was to put good meat into an unclean dish.
I am not a slut. Though I thank the gods, I am foul.
Praise be the gods for thy foulness. Sluttishness may come hereafter. But be that as it may be, I will marry thee, and to that end I've been to see the vicar of the next village, and he's promised to come to this place of the forest and to couple us.
Will you be married, Motley?
As an ox has his bow, sir, a horse's curb, and a falconer bells, so man hath his desires. As pigeons bill, so wedlock would be nibbling.
And will you, being a man of your breeding, be married under a bush like a beggar? Get you to church and have a good priest that can tell you what marriage is. That priest will but join you together as they join wainscot.
I were better to be married of him than of another, for he is not like to marry me well, and being not well married, it'll be a good excuse for me hereafter to leave my wife.
Go with me and let me counsel thee.
Come, sweet Audrey, we must be married, or we must live in Bawdry.
Come and get me.
You tease.
You can't catch me.
Oh, yes I can. You just watch me.
Never talk to me. I will weep.
Do I prithee but yet have the grace to consider that tears do not become a man?
But have I not cause to weep? Why did he promise he would come this morning, but he comes not?
Nay, certainly there's no truth in him.
Not true in love.
Yes, when he is in, but I think he's not in.
But you've heard him swear downright he was.
Was is not is. Besides, the oath of a lover is no stronger than the word of a tapster. They are both the confirmer of false reckonings. He attends here in the forest on the Duke your father.
I met the Duke this morning and had much question with him. He asked me of what parentage I was. I told him of as good as he, and he laughed and let me go. Oh, but what talk we of fathers when there is such a man as Orlando?
Oh, that's a brave man. He writes brave verses, speaks brave words, swears brave oaths, and breaks them bravely.
Mistress and master, you have often inquired after the shepherd that complained of love, who you saw sitting by me on the turf, praising the proud, disdainful shepherdess that was his mistress.
Well, and what of him?
If you will see a pageant truly played between the pale complexion of true love and the red glow of scorn and proud disdain, go hence a little, and I will conduct thee, if you will mark it.
Oh, come, let us remove. The sight of lovers feedeth those in love.
Come, bring us to this place, and you shall see I'll prove a busy actor in this play.
Oh, sweet Phoebe, do not scorn me. Do not, Phoebe, say that you love me not, but say not so in bitterness. The common executioner, whose heart the accustomed sight of death makes hard, falls not the axe upon the humble neck, but first begs pardon. Now, will you, sterner be than he that dies and lives by bloody drops?
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tell'st me there is murder in my eye. Now I do frown on thee with all my heart. And if my eyes can wound, now let them kill thee. Now show the wound my eye hath made in thee. Scratch thee but with a pin, and there remains some scar of it. For now my eyes, which I have darted at thee, hurt thee not. Nor, I'm sure, there's no force in eyes that can do hurt.
Oh, dear Phoebe, if ever that ever may be near, you meet in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time come thou not near me. And when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks, pity me not, as till that time I shall not pity thee.
And why? I pray you. Who might be your mother, that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty? As by my faith I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed, must be therefore proud and pitiless. Why do you look upon me? I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail work. Odds my little life, but I think she means to tangle mine eyes too. No, faith, proud mistress, hope not after it. 'Tis not your inky brow, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeball, nor your cheek of cream that can entain my spirit to your worship. You, foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her? 'Tis not her glass, but you, flatters her. And out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know thyself. Down on your knees, and thank heaven, fasting, for a good man's love. For I must tell you, to friendly in your ear, sell when you can, you are not for all markets.
Sweet youth, I pray you chide a year together. I'd rather hear you chide than that man wound.
Well, he's fallen in love with your foulness, and she'll fall in love with my anger. If it be so, as long as she answers thee with frowning looks, I'll sauce her with bitter words. Why do you look so upon me?
For no ill will I bear you.
I pray you, do not fall in love with me. For I'm falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. Shepherd, ply her hard, and shepherdess, look on him better. And be not proud, for though all the world could see, none be so abused in sight as he.
Dead shepherd, now I find thy sword of might. Whoever loved that loved not at first sight.
Sweet Phoebe,
Oh, what sayest thou, Silvius?
sweet Phoebe, pity me.
Why, I'm sorry for thee, gentle Silvius.
Wherever sorrow is, relief would be. By giving love, your sorrow and my grief were both exterminated.
Thou hast my love, is not that neighbourly?
I would have you.
Why, that were covetousness. Silvius, the time was that I hated thee, and yet it is not that I bear thee love, but since that thou canst talk of love so well, thy company, which erst was irksome to me, I will endure. And I'll employ thee too, but do not look for further recompense than thine own gladness that thou art employed.
Oh, so holy and so perfect is my love that I would think it the most plenteous crop to glean the broken ears after the man the main harvest reaps, a loose now and then, and with a scattered smile. That I'll live upon.
Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me erewhile?
Not very well, but I have met him oft, and he hath bought the cottage and the bands that the old Carlet once was master of.
Think not I love him though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy. Yet he talks well. He's a pretty youth. Not very pretty. But sure he's proud, and yet his pride becomes him. There was a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper and more lusty red than that mixed in his cheek. But for my part I love him not, nor hate him not, and yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. But what had he to do to chide at me?
Nothing.
I'll write to him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it, wilt thou, Silvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it straight. The matter's in my head and in my heart. I will be bitter with him and passing short.
Why, how now there, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover, and you serve me such another trick. Come no more in my sight.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love?
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy. Come no more in my sight. I'd as lief be wooed of a snail.
The snail?
I of a snail. For he carries his destiny with him.
What's that?
Horns!
Virtue is no horn maker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind.
It pleases him to call you so, but he hath a Rosalind of a better ear than you.
Come, woo me. Woo me. Woo me! For now I'm in a holiday humour and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now? An I were your very, very Rosalind.
I would kiss before I spoke.
Oh, you would better speak first. And when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might then take occasion to kiss.
How if the kiss be denied?
Well, then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter. Am I not your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Then in her person I say, I will not have you.
Then, in mine own person, I die.
No. Faith, die by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old. And in all that time, there was never any man died in his own person. Vide licit in a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them. But never for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
By this hand, it would not kill a fly. But come. Now I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition. And ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Faith, will I, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Why then, can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you'll be the priest, and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. What do you say, sister?
I prithee, marry us.
I cannot say the word.
Oh, you must begin, will you, Orlando?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Why now? As fast as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I do take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I do take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
Oh, I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. There's a girl goes before the priest, and indeed a woman's thought runs before her actions.
So do all thoughts, they are winged.
Now, tell me, how long would you have her after you have possessed her?
Forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are made when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hen. I will weep for nothing, and that's when thou art inclined to be merry. I will laugh like a hyena, and that's when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Or she would not have the wit to do this. You see, the wiser, the waywarder. Make the doors upon a woman's wit, and 'twill out at the casement. You stop that, 'twill out at the keyhole. You stop that, it will fly with the smoke out at the chimney. That woman that cannot make her fault her husband's occasion, well, may she never nurse a child herself, for she will breed it like a fool.
For these next 2 hours, Rosalind, I must leave thee.
Alas, my dear love, I just cannot let me 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Why then, go your ways, go your ways. I knew what you approved. My friends told me as much, and I thought no different. 2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my troth, if you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise and the most hollow lover. Therefore, beware my censure and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So would you.
Well, time is indeed the old justice that examines all such offenders. And let time try. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex with your love parade. We must have your doublet and hose plucked over your head and show the world what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Cuz, my pretty little cuz, that thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love.
Or rather bottomless, that as fast as you pour affection in, it runs out.
I'll tell thee, Eliana, I can no longer be out of sight of Orlando. I'll go find a shadow and sigh there till he comes.
Which is he that killed the deer?
'Twas I, sir.
Let's present him to the Duke like a Roman conqueror. And it would do well to set the deer's horn on his head for a branch of victory. Have you no song, Forester, for this purpose?
Why, yes, sir.
Sing it!
What shall he have that killed the deer? His leather skin and horns to wear. Then sing him home, the rest shall bear this burden. Take down a scorn to wear the horn. It was a crest and thou was born. Thy father's father wore it, and thy father bore it. The horn, the lusty horn is not a thing to laugh and scorn. The horn, the lusty horn is not a thing to laugh and scorn. What shall he have that killed the deer? His leather skin and horns to wear. Then sing him home, the rich shall bear this burden. The horn, the lusty horn is not a thing to laugh to scorn. The horn, the lusty horn is not a thing to laugh to scorn. The horn, the lusty horn is not a thing to laugh to scorn. The horn, the lusty horn is not a thing to laugh to scorn. What say you now? It is not past 2 o'clock, and, well, here, much Orlando.
May I warrant you with pure heart and troubled brain he hath taken his bow and arrows and is gone forth to sleep.
Oh,
My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but, as I guess, by the stern brow and waspish action which she did use as she was writing of it, it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, I am but as a guiltless messenger.
she says I'm not fair, that I lack manners. She calls me proud and says she could not love me, were man as rare as Phoenix. Odds my will. Her love is not the hare that I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Well, shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own device.
No, I protest, I know not the contents. Phoebe did write it.
Come, come. You are a fool, and turned into the extremity of love. I saw her hand. She has a leathern hand. Verily did think that her old gloves were on, but 'twas her hand. She has a huswife's hand. Anyway, that's not the matter. I say she never did invent this letter. This, it's a man's invention and his hand.
Sure it is hers.
Why, 'tis a boisterous and a cruel style. A style for challengers. Will you hear the letter?
So please you, for I never heard it yet, yet heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
She Phoebe's me. Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God to shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Call you this railing?
If the scorn of your bright eyne have power to raise such love in mine, alack in me, what strange effect would they work in mild aspect? He that brings this love to thee, little knows this love in me, and by him seal up thy mind, whether that thy youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me and all that I can make, or else by him my love deny, and then I'll study how to die.
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No, no, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? Why then, go your way to her, for I see love hath made thee a tame snake, and tell her this, that if she love me, I do charge her to love thee. If she will not, I will never have her unless thou entreat for her. Now, if you be a true lover, hence, and, oh, not a word. for here comes more company.
Good morrow, fair one. Pray you if you know where in the purlieus of this forest stands a sheepcot fenced about with olive trees.
West of this place, down in the neighbour bottom, but at this hour the house doth keep itself, there's none within.
If then an eye may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description, such garments and such years. The boy is fair, of female favour, and bestows himself like a right sister. The woman tall and paler than her brother. Are not you the owner of the house I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you will know of me what man I am, and how and why, and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour, and pacing through the forest, lo what befell. He threw his eye aside, and mark what object did present itself. Under an oak, whose boughs were mossed with age, and high-top bald with dry antiquity, a wretched ragged man o'ergrown with hair lay sleeping on his back. About his neck a green and gilded snake had wreathed itself, who with her head nimble in threats approached the opening of his mouth. But then suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself, and with indented glides did slip away into a bush, under which bush's shade a lioness with udders all drawn dry lay couching, head on ground, with cat-like watch when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the royal disposition of that beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. This seen, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
Oh, I have heard him speak of that same brother, and he did render him the most unnatural that ever lived amongst men.
And well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there, food to the sucked and hungry lioness?
Twice he turned his back and purpose so, but kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle with the lioness, which quickly fell before him, in which, hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother?
'Twas you he rescued.
'Twas you that did so oft contrive to kill him.
'Twas I, yet 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes being the thing I am.
But like a napkin.
By and by. In brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me unto my brother's love, who led me instantly into his cave. There stripped himself, near upon his arm, the lioness, and tore some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and cried in fainting upon his Rosalind. Brief I recovered him, bound up the wound, and after some small space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story, and to make excuse for his broken promise, and to give this napkin dyed in his blood unto that shepherd youth that he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Why, how now, Ganymede, sweet Ganymede?
Many will swoon when they do look on blood.
There's more in it, cousin Ganymede.
Look, he recovers.
I would I were at home.
We'll lead you thither. I pray you, will you take him by the arm?
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man. You lack a man's heart.
A body would have thought this was well counterfeited. I pray you, tell your brother how well I counterfeited.
This was no counterfeit. There is too great testimony in your complexion that this was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Then take a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
I do so, but in faith, I should have been a woman by right.
Come, you look paler and paler. Pray you draw homewards. Good sir, go with us.
That will I. For I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I will devise something, but I pray you, commend my counterfeiting to him.
Come on, Touchy. Woohoo!
We will find a time, Audrey. Patience, patience. We'll find a
Faith, the
time.
priest was good enough for all the old gentleman's saying.
But Audrey, there is a youth here in this forest lays claim to you?
I know who it is. He hath no interest in me in the world. Ah, here comes the man you mean.
Oh, by my troth, it is meat and drink for me to see a clown. We that have good wits have much to answer for.
Good even, Audrey.
God be good even, William.
And good even to you too, sir.
Good even. Gentle friend, how old are you?
25, sir.
A ripe age. Is thy name William?
William, sir.
Fair name. Was born in the forest here.
Aye, sir, I thank God.
Thank God. Good answer. Art rich.
So.
So is good. Very good. Very excellent. Good. And yet it is not. It is but so. Art thou wise?
I have a pretty wit.
Oh, thou sayest well. I do now remember a saying. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. You do love this maid?
I do, sir.
Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
No, sir.
Then learn this of me. To have is to have. For it is a figure in rhetoric that drink, being poured out of a cup and into a glass by filling the one, doth empty the other. Now all your writers do consent that ipse is he, and you are not ipse, for I am he.
Which he, sir?
He, sir, that must marry this maid. Therefore you, clown, abandon, which in the vulgar is leave, the society, which in the boorish is company of this female, which in the common is woman. Together. Abandon, clown, the society of this female, or else thou perishest. To thy better understanding, diest. To wit, I kill thee, make thee away, translate thy life into death. I will kill thee 150 ways, therefore tremble and depart.
Do good, William.
God rest you merry, sir.
Oh, and you, sir.
Swip, Audrey. Swip, Audrey. I attend! Audrey, I attend!
It's possible that on so little acquaintance you should like her. I mean, that but seeing you should love her, and loving wooing she should grant. And will you persevere to enjoy her?
Neither call the giddiness of it in question, nor the poverty of her, nor the small acquaintance, nor my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting. But rather say with me, I love Aliena. Say with her that she loves me. Consent with both that we may enjoy one another, for shall be to your good. For the house of our father and all the revenue of old Sir Roland will I estate upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Thither I will invite the Duke and all contented followers. Go you and prepare Aliena. Oh, for look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, Orlando, how it aggrieves me to see thy wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
But I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your bloody napkin?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
Your brother and my sister no sooner met, but they looked. And no sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but they sought the remedy. And in these degrees have they built a pair of stairs to marriage, which they will climb incontinent, or else be incontinent before marriage.
They shall be married tomorrow. I will bid the Duke to the nuptial. Oh, but how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. By so much the more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart heaviness, by how much I shall think my brother happy in having what he wishes for.
Oh, why, then, tomorrow, I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind.
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you no longer, then, with idle talking. Believe, then, if you please, that now I know you are a gentleman of good conceit. Know of me, then, that I can do strange things. I have, since I was 3-year-old, conversed with a magician. He's most profound in his art, and yet not damnable. Now, if you do love your Rosalind as much as your gesture cries out, tomorrow, when your brother marries Aliena, shall you marry her? I know into what straits of fortune she is driven, and it is not impossible for me, if it appear not inconvenient to you, to set her before your eyes tomorrow, human as she is, and without any danger.
Speakest thou in sober meanings?
By my life. I do. Therefore, put in your best array. Bid your friends. For if you shall be married tomorrow, you will. And to Rosalind, if you shall. I will satisfy you, if ever I satisfied man. And you shall be married tomorrow. Oh, look. Here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Youth, you have done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I writ to you.
Well, look, I care not if I have. It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him, love him, for he worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, all made of wishes, all adoration, duty, observance, all humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance, and so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Okay, I pray you just no more of this. 'Tis like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. I will marry you if ever I marry woman. And I shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you. And you shall be married tomorrow as you love Phoebe. Meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. Now, you say you'll marry me if I be willing.
That will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you do refuse to marry me, you'll give yourself to this most faithful shepherd.
So is the bargain.
So, fare you well. And from hence I go, to make all these doubts even.
Tomorrow is the joyful day, Audrey. Tomorrow will we be married.
Oh, I do desire it with all my heart, and I hope that it is no dishonest desire to desire to be a woman of the world.
Oh, Audrey. Come, Audrey. It was a lover.
And his lass with a hay and a
Oh,
hoe
and
and
a
a
hen
hen
running
running
north,
north
that o'er the green cornfields did pass.
in springtime.
The only pretty ring time when birds do sing, hey ding a ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
Between the echoes of the raft with a hey and a
Oh, and a hey nonny no, as pretty country folk would lie.
in springtime.
The only pretty ring time.
The only pretty ring time!
Oh, Audrey. When birds do sing, hey ding a ding, sweet lovers love the spring. When birds do sing, hey ding a ding, sweet lovers love the. Audrey? Audrey? Oh. Spring!
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that this boy can do all that he hath promised? Sometimes I do believe, and sometimes do not, as those that fear they hope, and know they fear. I do remember in this forest boy some mild touches of my daughter's favour. My good lord, the first time that ever I saw him, methought he was a brother to your daughter. But my good lord, the boy is forest born, and hath been tutored in the rudiments of many desperate studies by his uncle, whom he reports to be a great magician, obscured in the circle of this forest.
Salutations and greetings to you all.
Good my lord, bid him welcome. This is the motley-minded gentleman that hath so oft met me in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
Well, if any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I've had 4 quarrels and like to have fought but 1.
And how was that taken up?
Well, faith, we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
How 7th cause? Good my lord, like this fellow?
I like him very well.
God, ild you, sir. I desire you of the light. I'll press in here, sir. Copulatives, to swear and to forswear, as marriage binds and blood breaks. A poor virgin, sir. An ill-favoured thing, sir, but mine own.
By my faith, he is very swift and sententious.
According to the fool's bolt, with such dulcet diseases.
But for the 7th cause, how did you find quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon a lie, 7 times removed.
Can you nominate in order now the degrees of the lie?
I will name the degrees. The first, the retort courteous, the second, the quit modest, the third, the reply churlish, the fourth, the reproof valiant, the fifth, the counter-check quarrelsome, the sixth, the lie with circumstance, the seventh, the lie direct. All these you may avoid, but the lie direct. You may avoid that too with an if.
Isn't this a rare fellow, my lord? He's as good at anything and yet a fool.
He uses his folly like a stalking horse and, well, under the presentation of that, shoots his wit.
Good Duke! Receive thy daughter. Hymen from heaven brought her, yea, brought her hither, that thou mightest join her hand with his. Whose heart within his bosom is. To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter. If there be truth in sight, you are my Rosalind.
I'll have no husband if you be not he.
Let me have audience for a word or two. I am the second son of old Sir Roland that bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed the mighty power which were on foot in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. And to the skirts of this wild wood he came, where, meeting with an old religious man, after some question with him, was converted both from his enterprise and from the world. His crown bequeathing upon his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them that were with him exiled. That this be true, I do engage my life.
Well, young man, thou offerest fairly to thy brother's wedding. To one, a land withheld, and to the other, a land itself at large, a potent dukedom. Play, music, and you, brides and bridegrooms all, with measure heaped in joy, to the measure's fall.
My lord, by your patience, if I heard him rightly, the Duke hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court.
He hath.
To him will I. Out of these convertites there is much matter to be heard and learned. To you your former honours I bequeath. Your patience and your virtue well deserves them. You to a love that your true faith doth merit, and to your brother his land and love and great allies. Ah, and you to wrangling, for thy loving voyage is but for 2 months victualled. So, to your pleasures, I am for other than for dancing measures.
Stay. Draco, stay.
To see no pastime I, what you would have I'll stay to know, at your abandoned cave.
Oh, good sir!
Yes! Yes!
Proceed, proceed, and we will begin these rites, as we do trust they'll end in true delights.
Wedding is great Juno's crown.
Oh, blessed bond of fortune there.
'Tis Hymen peoples every town.
My wedlock can be honored. Honor, high honor and renown to Hymen, God of every town. Honor, high honor and renown to Hymen, God of every town. Honor, high honor and renown to Hymen, God of every town.
Give us a kiss.
'Tis not the fashion to see the lady the epilogue, but it is no more unhandsome than to see the lord the prologue. I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of this play as please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering none of you hates them, that between the women and you the play may please. If I was a woman, I'd kiss as many of you as had beards that pleased me, complexions that liked me, and breaths that I defied not. And I'm sure as many as have good faces, good beards, and sweet breaths will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid us farewell.
It was a lover and his last with a hey and a ho and a hey, no and no.
Love the newborn fields in us.
Springtime,
Sweet, sweet, sweet time.
when birds do sing, hey ding a ding. the present time
with a hey and a ho and a hey nonny no, for love is crowned with the bride.
in springtime. The only pretty ring time.
When birds do sing, hey ding-a-ding, sweet lovers love the spring. When birds do sing, hey ding-a-ding, sweet lovers love the spring. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. We so appreciate it. We know some of you come year on year. I said at the beginning that Festival Players was 40 years old this year. We've entertained many joys and challenges as we've shared these magical stories to some of the farthest flung places on these isles and beyond. As we face next year, we have a bit of a mountain to climb for many reasons, not least that he has 81 years on the clock and many touring years behind him. Our recent artistic director has had to step away. So the future is a little uncertain, like it is for many small arts companies. The other challenge we have, which also has many miles on the clock, is our van, which wheezes and groans every time we get in it. Nearly 300,000 miles, so outdoing the director by a few. But we pray every time we make a journey in it. Our companies like ours draw a line back to those original travelling players for whom Shakespeare wrote and worked with. Perhaps there should be a protection order on companies like ours, but of course there's no guarantee of that, despite the cultural significance. So we are asking our audiences, with no obligation or pressure at all, if you do have a little extra to throw in our bucket on the way out tonight, we'd very much appreciate it. We hope it will go towards us being able to travel at least one more year, and who knows, maybe another 40, although me personally, probably not. But thank you very much. Thank you. Bless you.
You're going to get a lift home.
Yeah, I'm going to get out.